Come on in, welcome to my home. Today we are cleaning my appliances, specifically my refrigerator and my oven. Now, the first tip I can possibly give you when it comes to cleaning your refrigerator is plan ahead. Make sure that you try to get everything out of your refrigerator that you could possibly get out before you decide to clean it. If you go shopping the day before you clean your refrigerator and your refrigerator is packed with stuff, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. So what I did is I waited until my refrigerator was basically bare. Now I'm going to clean it out, take everything out first, decide what goes and what stays. Let's do that process first. And also, you want to wear clothes that you can get dirty in, because these are awkward things to get into. I mean, you're climbing around, that sort of stuff. Now you have a choice. You can start off, like my refrigerator has an upper part, which is the freezer part, and a lower part, which is the refrigerator. I'm actually going to start on the refrigerator first instead of the freezer. The freezer is empty, and I mean empty. So that'll be interesting, but let's get this emptied out first. Okay, so for this video, one of the things that I did get to do, which I will miss now that I'm done with it, is I did get to let the refrigerator get dirty. I didn't clean up anything, and that is about 3 months worth of not cleaning up anything. I'm going to miss that. So any spills or anything are in there. So now that everything is out, and you can see all what I have, and there's not a ton of stuff in there, you want to go through and decide what stays and what goes. There is not a lot that goes, because I know what all of it is. If it's not labeled, be sure to label it at that time. Make sure that you know what it is, but we're going to decide what goes and what stays now. Now, like I said, going into this, I knew I was cleaning out my refrigerator, so most of the stuff I knew was going to go. What was going to go was going to go, and the rest of the stuff stays. But now I have to clean off the shelves, clean out the bottom, and that's literally the same exact thing like you would normally think it would be. Cleaning off the shelves, cleaning out the bins, and then we'll clean out the inside of the refrigerator.
Gone over this 1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never.
Now, one of the things I decided going into this was the fact that I could live a long and healthy life without the possibility of breaking the glass that was the shelf. So the one piece which did not want to come out, no matter what, I cleaned as much as I could around it, but I didn't want to force it for the possibility of breaking it, because I don't want to have to replace that glass in the refrigerator. That would be bad. And then the other part about this is, remember, if your shelves are glass, treat them like they're glass. They could break, so treat them very carefully, probably even more carefully than I did. But once everything was clean, then it was time to clean out the inside of the refrigerator. Yes, everything was a mess. I know it was a mess, but like I said, I did this to show you that it really isn't all that hard to clean out your refrigerator. You just have to take the time to do it. Once everything is cleaned and dry, go ahead and put it back. You can put it back in whatever order works best for you. Make sure that the stuff that you are putting back is stuff that you're actually going to use. It needs to be in there. And also the fact that put it where you're going to use it. The one thing that I did find is normally I would turn off my refrigerator or unplug it. This time I could not, because when I found I did, it got really dark in there, so you couldn't see exactly what I'm doing. And I had some really weird angles to try to clean at. But you'll have better angles to clean at. Let's do the freezer now. My freezer is like empty. So the first thing I'll do is I'll take out the ice maker, and, well, not the ice maker, but the ice tray. And I will empty out the ice tray, I will wipe out the freezer itself, and then I'll put everything back, because like I said, it is empty. Alright, let's move on to cleaning the oven. Cleaning the oven was its own challenge. The biggest challenge was it's in a tiny space. I can honestly say any designer that designed this house should have to live in it and perform simple tasks to clean it. But I am using a chemical spray. I'm not trying to even go all natural because of how small the space is. So the way I did it was I preheated my oven to 200 degrees. Then I sprayed my spray. Now when you do this, it says to use a pair of long gloves. I did not have a pair of long gloves. I had one long glove. The other long glove my dog decided she would chew up. But I did do the best I could with the one glove. I did find another pair of blue rubber gloves. And so I cleaned this out slightly differently. I had to start from the front and go to the back versus what I would normally do. Top, bottom, go from the top, work from the top, down, back, and forward, simply because it was because of the glove. I had to make sure that I did not get that chemical onto my hand, onto my skin. If you do, follow the directions that are on the can. There are other natural ways to clean your oven. Right now I have not found one that I absolutely love. So yeah, this one was really hard simply because of the space confinement. Like I said, I think designers should have to live in the space that they design. The oven didn't get as clean as I would have loved to have gotten it, and I'm not sure how I did this the last time so that it got better. I might have cleaned it overnight, but this one I just did with the spray, the fast clean, heating it up, letting it sit for 10 minutes, then scrubbing it out, changing the water all the time, and it was filthy. And you don't get the wonderful angles of me cleaning this. And like I said, it does not come as clean as I would have liked it to, simply because I can't get in there without crawling on top of the oven. I even had Mom over here, and she was basically crawling on top of the oven door. We could have removed the oven door, which is what I might have done the last time, but I did not feel like doing that. The oven is pretty clean right now. I did go back through and heat it up to 350 degrees and let it cook for a little while, simply because I want to make sure all those chemicals are out of there. But that does it. That cleans my kitchen, my refrigerator, freezer area of the refrigerator, and the oven. It wasn't too horrible. It just took a lot of time for the oven. Oddly enough, the oven took a lot of time and some planning. Like tonight, we know that we're going to go out to eat, so I'm not having to use the oven tonight at all. Everything was just scrubbed. Then I will wash everything thoroughly by itself before doing anything else. So I will wash all that stuff by itself, and then we will go from there. But cleaning these things can be a hassle. But this was the fast way of doing it. You can do it the overnight way, but you need to read the directions for your oven cleaner. If you go for a natural oven cleaner, hey, let me know if you found one that's easy and also effective, because like I said, the biggest problem for my oven and getting it clean is trying to get back in there, because on one side there's about 24 inches, on the other side there is about 18 inches. That is it. So I would have to take off the oven door. Didn't feel like doing that today. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If this is your first time here, remember to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and also you can check out these videos that I picked out just for you, and check out the continuous cleaning videos, because those are always a lot of fun, and I hope I get to see you again next time.